Hello, and welcome to the Anime Dumpster Dive Podcast, where we go in-depth on an anime that's been considered trash by pretty much anybody. I am your host and white blood cell, Jake H. I am joined by my co-host and red blood cell, DJ,
Who's that girl? It's Jess.
and my other co-host and platelet, Anthony.
Yay! I'm the cutest.
It's
I'm the
because-
cutest one.
It's because you're the shortest one, Anthony.
Ouch. Okay. Well,
Ooh, you know, Anthony,
I
Yeah.
celebrated too soon with that
that
happiness.
hurt. That hurt.
Cuddly.
Yeah, it did. Well, that cut a little deep, but that's okay. You know, sometimes the truth hurts.
Anthony, I think you're.
Jake, how do we remove somebody from the phone call?
I know. I knew it was you removing me. I knew it.
All right, in case you haven't picked up on it yet, the anime that we're going to be talking about today is Cells at Work. And we are doing something different. Normally we do our exclusive anime of the season at the end of the season, but we're going to start out by talking about the first 3 episodes of Cells at Work.
Ba bing, ba boom.
Oh my god, I'm so unprepared for this new format that we're doing that I didn't even come up with a little synopsis for Cells at Work. So
I got it.
DJ's got it? All right.
Cells at Work, an anime of the generations where you can watch the cells at work.
Man.
Should I keep going?
Whoa, man, he
Spoken like
got
a
it.
guy who probably
The-
just saw the
The
title.
red blood cell. the red blood cell, Ash Ketchum, joins his friend, guy dressed in all white, white blood cell. And together, him and her will save the body from all the ailments of the earth and the body. Watch them fight off influenza and Staphylococcus and whatever that first Frieza-looking bad guy was. They will learn to laugh, love, and laugh here on Cells at Work.
Better, but also worse.
I didn't think it was possible, but he regressed like halfway through.
I nailed that one, I thought.
How about you, Anthony? Do you have a synopsis for this? For it?
Yeah, absolutely. If you saw Osmosis Jones, you saw the
It's
anime.
not the
I'm just
same.
kidding. I'm just kidding. This is an awesome. Okay, just kidding. Synopsis. Okay, this anime is about the inner workings of the body, taking it down to a cellular level, which we follow the cutest little cells in the whole wide world, but a group of little Anthony's running around trying to block, scrapes, cuts, and little platelets. They're just wandering around, and it follows the lives of red blood cells, white blood cells, and the escapades inside of the body.
Well said. Also, yeah. So So Cells at Work is essentially biology, but anime.
Yeah, it's really interesting. This anime gives me the very killing. It's very killing bites.
I was
like
going
where
to say,
it provides you with all of the information. I love it.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
a-
going to learn a lot about the human body while we watch this anime.
It was kind of a mixture, for me at least, when I was thinking about it. It's kind of a mixture of Killing Bites and Magical Girl Ore. Not an exact mixture, but like you take the cuteness of Magical Girl Ore and you put with some helpful knowledge as well as severe killing intent. Mix those together.
I'm excited. It's a very bloody anime. I'm excited about the episode on Ebola.
On Ebola?
Yeah. Imagine like just blood starts to fill their whole world, and then every character in the show starts to die from programmed cell death as their whole home slowly bleeds from
Ebola.
the inside.
Ebola.
That'd be terrifying. I mean,
That would be terrifying.
I mean, could you imagine AIDS? That'd be
Yeah.
body just
Yeah.
killing itself.
They already had a helper T cell, so they would be able to show AIDS. Remember that video that they showed of AIDS with like people dressed up as like cells
Around the
back in
abandoned
day?
house, right?
Yeah, around an
I thought
abandoned
that video
house.
was fake. I'm so happy someone else remembers that video.
And one guy's the helper T cell, and
And
they
he's
show
got a
how
giant T
AIDS.
on his head.
Yeah, they
I
show
didn't
how
see
AIDS
that
tricks,
video.
tricks the helper T cell into like invading the body. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I thought that
Anthony
video
missed
was
out.
fake all the way until right now. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
someone else
Anthony,
knows
you missed out on that one. You didn't see that
Apparently.
video about AIDS.
I'm gonna have to do a little deep dive on the internet.
You're gonna have to look it up, I guess.
I'll have to on our next podcast. I'll have to definitely go get some more of the information and other stuff. I just know some of the fun facts about it. So let's we'll go ahead and we'll go
About
into spoilers on the first 3 episodes here. If you'd like to skip those for some reason, feel free to now. All right, so first episode, we get introduced to like our main characters, right? Like White Blood Cell and Red Blood Cell,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and
She pushes a cart. He stabs with a knife.
I love the visual representation of Red Blood Cell delivering nutrients throughout the body. It's like sandwiches or oxygen containers. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
I like how she looks like she's dressed like Ash Ketchum or Red.
Well, she's got a little platelet hat. She's got a
The one that was a
red blood cell
dude?
hat.
Like the Red Blood Cell that was a guy. Like I think it's in the second episode. He really looks like Red. Like
I feel like Ash Ketchum is like DJ's go-to character comparison because he also compares Makoto from School Days to Ash Ketchum.
does he look like Ash Ketchum?
You're the one who said it.
Well, I stand by that statement. Does he got a cat face?
No.
Why does Ash Ketchum have a cat face? He's got little on his cheeks. He's got little squigglies like a cat man.
He's just tired all the time. That's just bags under his
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
He's 11 years old. He doesn't have bags
He's
under his
working
he's got
hard.
11-year-old problems.
He's working hard, just like these cells that are at work inside the body.
Hey,
Good
nice.
back, Anthony. Way
Thank
to get us back on
you.
track.
High
Yeah.
five over the phone.
It doesn't matter because DJ's Googling a picture of Ash Ketchum right now.
No, I'm not.
His face was so giddy. Of course he is. He's already typed it in.
He's got a meow cat face. He's got little squiggles.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my god. All right. So we get introduced to White Blood Cell, and something I love right away is the so we get a bunch of disease viruses come in or diseases. I can't remember the first episode one, but it's essentially the is it the cold or is it
It's like Cockle-Flockus or something.
Yeah.
Cephalococcus.
And as soon as 3 of them show up, they're like, "We love this body. Like, we'll take over." And then Red Blood Cell's like, "Oh my god!" And then 3 White Blood Cells come out of nowhere, and they're like, "Fucking disease!" And they just stab the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Best thing about the White Blood Cell is the guy's entire character model is white, and it's
Yep.
perfect for him to be covered in blood.
Yep, he just red constantly.
Good character design there.
So I think the characters are great. We also get introduced to platelets the first
Yeah,
time.
they're so cute.
They're blocking off that area because they're building stuff and they can't reach the box because they're all too small.
Mm-hmm.
They're little
was the best
girls.
That's
They're
the
not
best
all
part.
girls.
They're
They're
not
some
little
And
boys.
boys.
They're
Little
just little-
girls and boys.
So-
Portrayed as little kids.
Fun fact:
So hilarious.
the reason why they're portrayed as that is because platelets are the smallest cell.
Hey.
So
Hey.
they are portrayed as small. If you look though, red blood cell is smaller than white blood cell. It's because same thing. White blood cells are big. Red blood cells.
What's
are
the
small.
biggest cell?
The T cells.
Well, from the anime, it'd be the T cell.
The killer T cells.
I think in real life, isn't it the thing that makes platelets?
The phagocytes.
Whoa, Anthony.
The phagocytes. PHAGETYTES.
This is
Yeah,
this
those.
is the spelling bee, DJ.
You didn't spell it right either. I don't think. I'm gonna look up what's the biggest cell
Spelled it
because I'm excited to meet whatever the biggest cell is.
I like the introductions to all the cells. I like the little like we said before this similar to Killing Bites, the little snippets of information. I really like those.
Me too.
I like the telling me other stuff, and I feel like it really just adds to the show that way.
Oh yeah, it centers us. It centers us in it kind of cues in on to what we're about to see. It's awesome. I love it.
The relationship between it's weird because I ship 2 cells. I'm like, man, I hope that white blood cell and red blood cell get together, even though that's not possible, probably.
What is the half-life of a cell? It's 13 days, right?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a red blood cell can only live for 13 days. So I
They
gotta
all have
wonder.
programmed deaths. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta wonder. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? I hate to go that far, that deep, but
This
So the biggest cell is the egg, the ovum, and the longest cell is the neuron. So
there's gonna be some really lank guy with long hair. Like that'll be what they're on.
And he's really smart. He's always pushing up his glasses.
I hope it's like a stick man.
He's like, woo.
And he's like, let's go
Scraggly.
think about stuff. I'm a neuron.
I don't think we're gonna see anything like that. I don't think the show's gonna get that dark. Like
You're right.
I think it,
Program cell death and Ebola.
from the feel of the first 3 episodes, it seems like villain of the week stuff.
Yeah,
It does
yeah.
very much seem like villain of the week. I hope maybe we get her to the 5th episode and it's just titled Ebola, and you're like, uh-oh.
I don't hope it's titled like that because I enjoy the
Yeah.
happiness of this show.
It would
Me
get
too.
very unhappy very fast.
It would very quickly.
Everyone would
I don't
die.
know how you get 6 episodes out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get 6 episodes out of that.
It's slow.
I'm
slow
worried
death.
for their copyright infringement if they ever put on tuberculosis.
Why is that the villain in Osmosis Jones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't there a cure for tuberculosis?
No, he's Ebola.
He's not Ebola. He says he
Not
makes
Ebola.
Ebola look like a...
Oh, okay.
He's.
like
I
a
don't know if
cold
he's
or something like that.
tuberculosis though, because wouldn't that dude just like get an average shot? We cured that disease, is what I'm saying. People used to die from it all the time, or it's just like gone. I don't think. Never mind.
No,
I don't think there's
tuberculosis
a
is
cure.
still around.
I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I also think it's uncurable. Yeah, but we did what? We got like shots to prevent it.
Scarlet fever.
Yeah.
My
Is what he is.
But close. It's really close.
Back to the
Yeah.
anime though. Second episode.
Sorry, Jake.
You guys are a mess.
Second episode.
The second episode is
Staphylococcus.
no.
Staphylococcus.
Second episode is scrape wound.
Yep.
Which has Staphylococcus in it, the
Yeah.
yellow lady.
Yeah.
Staphylococcus.
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 Anyway,
Yes, the staph infections.
I enjoyed this because it kind of like, because I was actually curious when I saw the episode title. I was like, when you get like a scratch, all that blood starts pouring out. So I'm curious as to how this would happen in the show, and it's people just getting sucked into a vacuum. It is terrifying at first until White Blood Cell shows up and grabs her.
They're like, we
it is.
cannot fall into that. We'll be gone from this world forever. You're like, oh, fuck.
The beginning of this episode, though, we get the platelets walking down the bridge, walking down
Yeah.
the stairs.
Oh my gosh.
I have never been more stressful in my life.
Me either. I was like, oh my god, they're
Oh my
gonna
God,
drop
they
the
don't
box.
fall. Oh, no.
Oh my god. Yay!
And then I don't think I've cheered loudly, like they were my own children who had somehow succeeded in walking.
You're
down
like,
the
do it, do
I
it,
didn't,
yay!
Jake, to your credit, I didn't think it was possible to find another show that was cuter than the demons in Magical Girl Ore, but you did it.
Oh,
You
that's
did.
one thing I wanted to say. Are they saying the same thing when they're like carrying those ladders?
Huh? I think they're just saying.
Yeah. They're
think
saying heave ho, heave ho.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
And then yeah, it's just they are just so cute, and they are currently like the meme machine, like they are
Oh,
in
yeah.
everything.
Oh,
And there's an Attack on Titan like opening parody where they have the scene of them like trying to climb the box.
that's classic.
Yeah, so we get more of that going on because what cures a scrape wound, what cures a like cut or something, are the platelets building, like and bandaging wounds together. I mean, blood cells together.
It's classic. At the very end, they go, after this heals, this is going to turn into a scab. And I was like,
You can't pick it because you'll ruin their hard work.
Yeah, that's like, and that's all of them. If you pick it, you're
Yep.
ripping all of them
you're
off.
ripping all of them
There,
off.
the one scene I really liked in this one is that we see a white blood cell get like thrown into the scrape wound, and then when our white blood cell kills the bee like woman
Yeah.
and lands. He's like, oh, like 256, you survived, and he's like, yeah.
Holding
He's
it
like,
out to a pole. Yeah.
this is where too, where like in 2 episodes, like red blood cell is already showing growth, like as a
Yeah.
character,
Oh, yeah.
because she,
Yep.
like she went and got help or,
What happened?
not help. She just was worried and thanked
Yeah,
white blood
yeah.
cell because the other cells are kind of freaked out by the white blood cells because they're psychopaths. and they show up and just stab things to death.
They do.
And yeah, and so she kind of really bonds with our white blood cell, and then we get to the next episode, and she's like barely in it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh no.
Instead, we kind of get more of the immune system in general. Like we get the naive.
So it's like a rookie
Yeah.
white blood cell.
No, it's a naive T cell. Because at first, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, like I think this is the first time the anime is stepping away from the science and kind of just showing us. But naive T cells are real. They're T cells.
Yeah,
that
I
haven't-
figured they were.
Yeah, they're T cells that haven't
Yeah,
killed
activated.
a disease, like activated or something. And so
I haven't gone through puberty yet.
And so he's there, and he's walking around, and he gets attacked by a zombie, and then white blood cells like, ah, and he jumps like out of a really tiny alleyway and stabs it, and he loses his shoe. He's like, how'd you get through there? And he says he gets there through like whatever cells can go through walls. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
something. I was like, all right. I
And they show that by him like jumping out of vents and shit.
yeah. Just sneak. He looks like a serial killer, like wearing
Yeah,
a
he does. He
white
does.
jumpsuit and just. No.
When
hair
in the
over his
second
face and
episode, when
everything?
she's like, the yellow lady is controlling all the baddies, and they block off her baddies, and then she looks at him. She's like, I guess my only option is to, and she's about to like come up with a plan, and he's already jumping at her, like with his knives out. He's like, like,
They don't fuck around, the white blood cells, man.
It's classic. I love it.
We get, I almost called it the mitochondria. Powers of the cell. But we get another immune system cell, the...
Leukotriene?
No,
the
phage.
maid cell.
The... Something phage, right?
Yeah. It's the
Macrophage?
maid lady.
Macrophage.
Macrophage?
We get her, and she's in charge of identifying the disease and letting the helper T cell know.
Oh God,
That-
I've never been more afraid of a lady dressed up in colonial era clothing.
I know. She was like,
She's Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
she shows up, she kills a zombie, and she goes, all right, now I have to go back to telling people that this is where George Washington slept.
With this big ass cleaver too. My gosh.
What I like is during these, like, because they're fighting influenza and they're fighting type B influenza, and she knows she can identify it because it has a B on the side of the side of
She's
the
like
head.
squeezed.
Zombie.
And so they, I think that was on purpose, and I didn't get it. The zombie. Oh.
No. No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. This
I
show
thought-
is so
I think
smart.
all influenza is zombies. Maybe they're not. Who knows?
No,
I
no,
think
the show's so smart.
But they murder all, like, they get into this huge fight with all the influenza, type B influenza, and we actually see more of the macrophages, more of the more of the killer T cells, and more white blood cells. And our naive T cell runs away because he's a little baby. And then he meets who's the guy there? The guy who relays all the information?
He's the helper T cell.
Helper T cell.
No, helper T cell is the one that announces the attack.
Oh
does-
yeah, he's the one in the intercom room is Helper T.
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, this is the guy in the tree.
Oh, the
I don't remember his name.
I don't
It-
remember.
It's like he's the one with another weird name.
Yeah, it's one of the longer names.
Because white blood cell, I think it's later in this episode or it's in the second episode. That lady goes like, I only have to worry about this cell and that cell, and she says the phagus cell or whatever it is. She mentions the lady cell, and then she mentions that guy's cell from and then the white blood cell's like, no, really, you also have to worry about us, and he's like,
And the platelets. They're so cute.
oh yeah, that's what he says. He's like,
Oh
I
my
forgot about
gosh,
the
yeah.
platelets.
yeah.
I like how going back to the episode, they walk out and she like take the leader platelets. Like, all right, everybody, grab your partner. Make sure you're
Yeah.
with your partner, and we're gonna do this. Yeah. So he that guy tells him to, like, oh well, all killer T cells start out as naive T cells, and so he reads all this book of all his like senpais, and then he he turns into a JoJo man.
Yeah, he does. He
Yes.
does. That's great.
He
But I
punches
guess
like
the-
through a wall.
The naive T-cell gets their first kill.
Yeah.
That's when they become the killer T-cell.
And then the B cell shows up, the B cell that's in charge of making the antibodies. And
Yeah.
actually like the main cores of it.
Yeah.
Something that I thought was pretty interesting too, that in the first 2 episodes, they were just simple stuff like, a sneeze or scratching, like getting scratched. This is the first time that we actually see the whole body react to a disease. Because they're
yeah.
they're making the body sweat, they're making the body sneeze more and everything, so that way it can expel more of the influenza.
The rockets.
It's like the only time that the incident isn't like minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm
Me too,
Like
me too.
I watch it with a smile on my face, even if the platelets aren't in it. Like it's just really nice. I do wish that they go back to having like red blood cell and white blood cell interact more,
Right. Yep.
because
Do you? Because we ship them.
yes,
Obviously.
Do you think they're gonna show like pills, like an Osmosis Jones?
I don't maybe,
Mm.
but I feel like that's risky territory only
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
oh hey that's
Like
like an
an-
Osmosis Jones.
Like an
Yeah,
antibiotic?
Yep. Maybe they'll have them like moving like nutrients of an antibiotic or something like,
Like an antibiotic falls in, white blood cell grabs it, and it turns out to be like
Yeah.
a bazooka.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
like
be
it's
cool.
a grenade, like it's a gas.
Like they're
Like they open up a
airdrops.
box. It's like that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, like
they
an
open up
antibiotic
and-
is like it's like napalm, and all the cells are fine, but everything else is dead
There you go.
and burning and screaming. That sounds right up this anime's territory, like
Yeah, it does.
alley.
Like the thing is that would happen. Like people, like disease would be screaming, and like the platelets would just be over there, like sweeping up like dust of like
Yeah,
another
they're like-
disease.
Yay!
We did it.
All right, everybody, stay together. Don't move so fast. Don't argue with other cells.
Yeah, that's what she said. Don't get into a fight with other kids.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight with other kids. Oh my god, so freaking cute.
It's so cute.
The next episode 4, is called Food Poisoning,
Yay!
which is going to be interesting because that's not really like I'm curious how that works.
Maybe they all are like sick
They're all are sick.
and like, yeah, and they're like throwing up and stuff.
They're
Everyone's just sick,
the...
They have to.
Yeah,
They have to fight. It looks like it almost looks like if you're taking these 3 episodes and then just the episode preview that white blood cell is the main character, not really red blood cell, because
Yeah.
it looks like
Aw.
white blood cell and like some girl in a pink jumpsuit are like the focus of the next episode. If I'm to take the 30-second long promo as like gospel.
Very true. Very true.
Like for all I know, red blood cell could be a huge part of it, and it was just like, oh, they were just showing the new character.
maybe they're like both the main character, but they don't interact as much as we think they are going to.
Kind of just like separate pathways, like different.
Yeah, maybe like, but I was gonna say maybe they come together at the end, but I don't think that would happen with the way this anime runs. I think it's gonna be a Monster of the Week anime all the way through.
Yeah, I think that's.
But there's only been 3 episodes, so
Yeah, again, 3 episodes. Well, a lot of these, like Monster of the Week type shows go that way until like the last 2 or like 3, and then we get like one big monster for the last.
it's like a
3 weeks.
2-parter.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
a 2-parter. Yeah. So we might get that where we're going there, but what would it be that monster? I feel like influenza got taken out pretty quick.
Ebola,
Ebola would be the
chlamydia.
chlamydia.
No.
Do you think they won't do chlamydia?
I doubt that they'll do chlamydia.
What if it's...
I say...
Go ahead, Anthony.
I was going to say, it's probably going to be... I think it would be kind of funny if they did like swine flu or bird flu.
Isn't
would be
what's the
pretty
cold
intense.
called?
That's I was gonna say the common cold is mine.
The common cold. might
Yeah.
be one.
Like
Yeah.
one episode they beat it, like in that, and like episode 11 they beat it, and then like
It
at the end of
changes,
episode
yeah.
11, it's like we already know how to fight this thing, and it's like boom, it's like no, it's just as bad and different
Yeah.
now. It's not evolving. It's always different.
Yeah.
So,
That would be cool.
maybe that. That's the only one I can think of that would be like Devil.
Yeah.
Maybe Scarlet Fever.
Scarlet Fever.
Isn't that strep throat?
Tuberculosis?
No,
No?
Scarlet Fever.
Strep throat?
Yeah.
No,
Scarlet
it's
Fever's
closer to...
strep throat.
What's the make-out disease? Like the one that you only get from like making
Mono.
Mono? What if they
Mono.
fight mono and all the cells are just making out?
Ooh, that's
I'm looking for what the like fancy the fancy name for common cold. Rhinovirus?
I have no
Is that
idea.
what it's called?
I was just going to call it common cold.
Rhinopharyngitis?
A disease that turns you into rhinos.
So we haven't seen rhinopharyngitis yet. I was just looking up what the scientific name for common cold is to see if it's one of the viruses we already saw in the show.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I like how the virus from the first one's brother is in the second episode. Or whatever. It's like, isn't that your estranged kid brother? It's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I like how they come back like when the yellow lady's talking. That guy, she's like, these other viruses came, and then it pops the guy on screen. And he's like, what happened?
The another thing I like, I don't know, just little things. I guess is Red Blood Cell has like a senpai, like a more experienced Red Blood Cell.
Yeah.
And like when
I
I,
like
first
that
saw
too.
when I first saw her, I was just like, oh. And then she got. I thought for sure, here's the character that gets sucked into the freaking scrape wound.
I did too. I
I
did
was
too.
like, she's dead. She died.
200 virus strains are implicated in causing the common cold, with rhinoviruses being the most common.
There you go.
Maybe it'll be like a fucking war.
Which we kind of
Right.
got in this one, but maybe more detailed. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. No cure. Fuck.
I was thinking right now. I'm like, you know what? Like, I kind of wish that we'd see more of the immune system. And then I was like, I just realized that most of my like cellular knowledge are like the organelles. So I'm like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
mitochondria that's inside the cell.
That's inside the cell.
I'm like the
Okay,
nucleus
riddle
inside
me.
the cell.
You're like, I can't wait to see the nucleus.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Okay.
If cells are supposed to, if blood is made up of cells, then why do the cells have blood?
Because their blood's made out of smaller cells.
Because what's inside the cells are filled with a liquid. So what's that? It's that.
Blood.
Is it blood?
That? Well, they like they,
Cytoplasm. They're filled with cytoplasm.
Yeah, they
So
call
that's
it.
cytoplasm.
That's cytoplasm all over them.
That's what they call. They call it blood too. They're like,
They
oh
call
my
it blood.
god, he's. They're like, oh my god, that white blood cell's all covered in blood.
They don't know any better.
There's a picture of white blood cells standing there covered in blood, but the blood's
Yeah.
all Photoshop pictures of red blood cell. So something I thought was interesting is that there's a spin-off of this show, manga, called Cells at Work Black.
Uh-oh.
And it takes place in a body that is just super unhealthy. So like,
Oh.
like the red blood cell in it is like in this like post-apocalyptic like steampunk outfit, and like and white blood cell is a woman is a woman, and she is torn to shit. Like her jumpsuit is all like bandaged up. She has a fucking katana.
Oh gosh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Because they're
gosh.
constantly just in a hell like warscape.
They're working
Oh my
hard.
gosh,
huh?
I love it. I love it.
I believe, I'm not sure if I read it right, but if it was either a fan like joke or if there's another spin-off plan called Cells That Don't Work. And it's about like I think it was just theories on it, like either about like cells like in a dying body or like cells in a or cells in a body that don't have like constant function or whatever.
Like anemic cells or something like that.
Possibly. So that's where it's like, oh, that'd be it seems
Like
seems
the
like it's popular
freeloader cells.
enough to get 3
Yeah.
2 spin-offs and an anime. So
Yeah, jeez.
manga must be doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Are any predictions you have for the show before we get out of spoilers?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, Black looks good. She's her shirt's all open. Look at that.
He was like DJ went, white blood cells a girl in this one?
Hope that one becomes anime. You know.
Well, I mean, if
Oh,
the
here's a
anime goes-
cosplay.
The show's already a freaking meme machine, man. It's only gonna get better. That's my prediction.
Okay. I have a
I
feeling.
think it'll maintain.
You think it will maintain? You don't think it will become? It will. Where is it right now for you guys? Is it good, or is it just kind of like it's an anime?
It's okay.
It's very entertaining. I'd say that I'm waiting for it to get better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for it to get better than Magical Girl Ore. That's what I'm waiting for. It's extremely entertaining right now, and I think that it has the potential to do so.
It's fun and educational.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna maintain, so it'll probably end up being just okay.
For me, the only way that I think it would like teeter off
Yeah.
would be if we get like episodes that don't have anything going on in them. Like every episode has been super entertaining because there's constant stuff happening. But you give us like one episode of them, like of just like even if it's a joke episode about how peaceful the day is, I
Like
feel like
Slice
I
of
might,
Life or something.
I feel like I might actually lose interest. But for
Yeah.
me to push it forward, like they do a big disease.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see like an arc, maybe 2 arcs, maybe like a 2-parter and then a 3-parter to like end things off. The last 5 episodes, that would be really cool. But I'm afraid it's just gonna be Monster of the Week all the way through. So, but I'd like to see it do like some 2-parters, 3-parters. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Get some real virus villains in there. I would like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see. It'd be pretty neat. All right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and end spoilers now. Welcome back. If for some weird reason you decided to skip a podcast that was only dedicated to Cells at Work, the first 3 episodes of Cells at Work, and just was like, oh, I'm going to wait till the end. So normally we'd give a rating, but there isn't enough to give a rating.
Yeah. Very true.
So
If you're not watching it, watch it.
yeah, like watch along with us. We have a podcast out every 2 episodes, so we will be talking about episodes 4 and 5. And you know, since we were talking about like blood and stuff, you know, and healthy body, do you guys know what prevents scurvy?
Oh,
Oranges.
It's a bad citrus joke.
Citrus.
Oh, I thought it was orange.
There is an anime called Orange, but I went with citrus because even limes will cure it. So, along with episodes 4 and 5 of Cells at Work, we will be watching the Yuri based anime Citrus.
Yuri girls like each other?
Yes.
Yep.
Keep
Sounds
Hitomi
great.
away from this. She won't like it.
Mm-mm.
Sounds great, I guess.
So
This is bad though, right?
Well, DJ, tell me when you want me to stop. Forced lesbian incest.
All right. That sounds right up my alley, but I know what podcast I'm on, Jake. It's not good.
You're like, DJ's like, there's no way this will be entertaining. We're on.
Hitty Samurai was not a good anime. And that sounds amazing. It was one of the better ones.
Oh gosh, no.
Didn't have
no.
enough titties in it.
Junie Taisen, no, thank you.
Oh, you know, here we go. Like, since I didn't ask a question at the beginning, you know, new season of anime. So in our past few episodes, excluding Handshakers, because I feel like that's still the reigning king for you guys on worst anime. What is the second worst anime? Have we watched one, or is it still in the first season?
What did we watch last
Let's see.
We watched Big Order.
Ooh, that one's not good.
My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch.
That one was good.
Junie Taisen. And Boob Samurai.
I think it's probably Big Order.
Big Order?
That anime had a lot of problems. Definitely structural problems with that one. Maybe Junie Taisen. I had a big problem with Junie Taisen just because it shot away so much potential.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a personal vendetta without, like, it personally.
Yeah, it is. I was like, wow, this is getting kind of good, and then it just pissed it all away. But probably Big Order. Man, that anime just goes all over the place and doesn't explain it at all. It's like a clusterfuck.
I agree. Big Order was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like the Titty Samurai.
He just loves the stick man. in Big Order.
I did. I missed him so much. I just...
Anthony, what part of samurai with big boobs that run around and cut other samurais' boobs and steal the largeness of their boobs, breast expansion fetish, titty samurai anime is not great to you?
Everybody, the debate between meth and weed. Sorry, dated joke. DJ just proved my own argument that it is bad. That it was bad.
I'm just going to
really bad.
keep talking. Is what you
Okay, what
Yeah.
about the mayor of the town in that anime, Anthony?
He was funny. He was funny. I'm not saying that just because he was funny does it redeem that show at all. No.
I will give something that I've learned from this podcast. I will give most of these animes a thing. I feel like every anime we've watched, there's at least something that you can compliment on about.
Redeemable.
Like there isn't a single anime where we were like, that's utter trash, and like there's nothing in there that's even remotely close to good.
Yeah, I tend to like the ones that don't take themselves seriously more. That's why I like Titty Samurai more than other animes, because it knows it's a Titty Samurai anime. That's why I like it more than a lot of the other ones. Like Big Order is like, it's like an action clusterfuck, I guess. It kind of succeeds in being an action clusterfuck. I mean,
yeah.
If Big Order was two episodes longer, it would dethrone King's Game for me. Because
for the worst anime of all
as the
time?
worst anime that we've watched on this podcast. Because
gosh.
10 episodes of Big Order was like already like 5 episodes too long.
5 episodes too long.
I agree.
And I kind of liked King's Game too.
I know
just because it was so fucking ridiculous.
Yes,
it was so ridiculous. You're following that anime and you're like, really?
Yeah,
As like the story unfolds and more shit comes into play and they do more batshit crazy scenes, you're just like, really?
Yeah,
He's just walking out into the ocean?
She's on fire.
Foolish.
She was standing there on fire.
That's where I lost my shit. I lost my shit, and it was gone forever, and it will never come back. There's nothing that will make me ever go. You know what? Someone should watch King's Game. No, don't watch the show.
Best show?
Best show that we've watched. Excluding Madoka, which was supposed to be our best show. So
Madoka is probably the best one if you include it.
But
I like some of our seasonal animes better than Madoka, but those ones aren't in the...
Yeah, those ones aren't really in our...
Those ones don't count.
I'd go, excluding that one, I'd go best one is My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
I think I like that one the best as well. Doesn't take itself seriously and it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe the end of School Days kind of props that one up quite a bit on my list.
God, it was so bad.
It's not good.
It was so bad.
None of them are good.
But
the ending of that one, you're like, fuck yeah!
God, I hate that show.
I will tell you right now, watching it again with another person there and just talking through it. I get how you guys made it. I don't get how I made it through the first time we watched it. The first 5 episodes are so boring.
Yeah, they are.
That's
it
was a machete cut on.
Yeah, it was.
Half the anime.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Make it good.
But that's where I was sitting there watching it with Kobe, and I was like, and we're just talking through it, and I'm like, oh wow, these 5 episodes are bearable. And I'm like, how the fuck did I get past that the first time? I was by myself.
King's Game second. What was after My Little Sister?
We watched Uramanga Sensei, and then it was Handshakers.
That's not the fucking best one for sure.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Handshakers was so bad it makes you think Uramanga Sensei was good.
Yeah.
I don't hate handshakers as much as you guys hate handshakers.
It's gross.
But-
It's the worst one.
Because you
Sets
think
a
King's
precedent.
Game's the worst one,
I say
right?
King's Game's the worst one.
There's no
I
way.
just-
I feel like
Agree.
King's Game takes itself way too seriously for what it is. I think that's why I think that's what makes me not like it, is that the entire time it's supposed to be this whole like commentary on nonsense,
Yeah.
and it's not. It's just bad. It's bad and it's gore, and it should be like freaking. I love the Final Destination movies. The Final Destination movies don't take themselves seriously.
I agree with you, but I also just appreciate the ridiculousness of it. Like, if I watched a Final Destination movie that took itself seriously, I would still have fun with the fucking ridiculousness of it, even though it took itself seriously.
Guys screaming
I get what you mean, though, and it would be better if it didn't take itself seriously.
Yeah,
I agree.
If like the whole,
But there's no way that it's worse than Handshakers.
I
That anime looks like it was animated in a fucking afternoon.
the art style and poor decisions all around.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you guys feeling a sense of nostalgia here, just looking back at all
A
the
little
shit
bit,
that
a
we've
little
crawled
bit.
through. So,
No.
A little bit. It's
It's
don't
all
know, it's
fucking
terrible.
bad. It's all not good.
It just
It's
reminds
making
me.
like,
It's
jaded for animes.
No,
I started doing anime,
no,
and I'm
no.
like, ugh, I gotta watch an anime.
you gotta
right
start
now,
watching the
even
good
though it's
ones
a good
now.
one.
you got to sprinkle the good ones in.
You got to start watching the good ones now, because this teaches you how to
Appreciate the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jake. I was going to
do
say
watch-
something
you're
worse.
saying that, like, I do watch good animes.
Yeah. Like, well, here we go. Let's finish off this podcast with a good anime recommendation. What's an anime that you found good that you think other people should watch? Like,
Very on ice.
I knew DJ's was. I was trying to see
That's
if I
always going to be my answer.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. It has such great structure, that anime, and animes always fail in structure, in my opinion. And Yuri on Ice is one of the only ones I can think of that doesn't. Like, even like great ones like fucking Gurren Lagann have structure problems, right? Fucking Yuri on Ice doesn't. It's structured out like a film. So like if like any movie you watch, it's got like that classic movie structure. The resolution's just fine. It has the resolution of like a fucking sports movie, if it's kind of has almost a trope resolution when it comes to sports films. You know, it's so good. It's so good.
All right. Anthony?
Well, I mean, if you're not watching the third season of My Hero Academia, you absolutely should. If you were all caught up, if not, go start it right now.
No, it's late.
Well, not right now. You could be watching this during the day, or But anyways, go watch it right now because it is
What if they have
so
work?
captivating. I didn't interrupt you when you were doing yours.
Sorry. Just saying, Anthony, that's kind of demanding, man.
Golly.
So,
If you haven't watched the new season of My Hero Academia,
You know
go
that-
watch it at
you know
your earliest leisure.
you know that
Go
meme of
watch
that
it.
kid who's like veiny? Like that's
Yeah.
like when you haven't interrupted Anthony in 2 minutes.
Yeah, serious.
Go watch it at your earliest.
Like, I gotta do it.
All right, Anthony.
But,
go ahead, continue yours.
Yeah, go watch My Hero Academia. If you haven't started it, go start it, and just see the train of hype because it lives up to it. I absolutely think that there are some low moments. To DJ's point, I don't think that there's an anime out there that can get away from them. But honestly, the characters and the story itself are so enveloping, and you get so encapsulated by this world that they have now created, and I tell you what, I'm along for the ride. I love every single second. I think that these characters that they have built are super interesting. I think their traits and quirks are ones that they were conceptualized, and they're super cool. It's a great anime. Go watch it. I love it.
All right. For me, I'm going to have to go with Made in Abyss, and that it's been a while since an anime's art style and story have just struck like a chord with me. Like where instantly I was hooked. The backgrounds are beautiful. The whole thing is a concept that is just like so creative and different than a lot of stuff that I've seen before. The character designs are great. I don't think I've looked at a character in a really long time and just wouldn't shut up about how cool they were. And I was just constantly saying it. It's a first season, and it is treated like a first season. There's a lot of anime where like the first season kind of has a start and finish, and it's like, well, that's what we got because we don't know if we're getting a second season. This anime follows like a standard, like an almost like a American TV show first season.
So it's like introduces you to all the characters, wraps itself up well, but also leaves it kind of open.
Yeah. And it definitely is. There is room to continue, and so it's like it's very good.
Sounds good.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it definitely makes a connection with the watcher and should be on a plan to watch list.
I 100% agree. I'm halfway through it. I'm
Zexel?
Just talking about how people looking cool. Just made me think of Seto Kaiba, you know. What's better than 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon 3? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what's better than 3 Blue Eyes Dragons? 4. But he ripped up the 4th Blue Eyes Dragon in the only other Blue Eyes Dragon in the world.
That's how cool he is.
He's not a thief.
That's how cool he is, though. He's so cool. He could summon 2 monsters in 1 turn.
All right. Anything else you guys have to say before we... Oh, actually, Anthony, you know what? I'll let DJ do it.
Oh, yay.
It's been a few weeks, so I'm sure he has no idea. DJ, can you tell him where to find us?
Oh, you can find us anywhere that you think that a person might be. You'd be able to find us. So maybe we're at home. Maybe we're, in the bathroom. Maybe we are at a place eating some lunch, at a bakery getting some nice bread snacks, That's where you could find us. Depending on our day, we might be asleep, in our house. Please don't find us then.
All right, Anthony. The correct one, please.
Yeah, or you can just find us in the links down below in the description for our Twitter handles. As Jake said, we release a podcast every 2 whole weeks.
There you go. I have to sign that to you.
I'm going to go watch My Hero Academia right now.
Right now? It's pretty late. Are you sure you're going to do it?
Yeah, I don't know if you can handle it, DJ.
I was told to. I have to listen.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening.
You're welcome, Jake.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.